Hello everyone, welcome back to another BrickSide Chat. If you don't know, BrickSide Chat is a weekly Q&A video I answer all the past questions I've had for the week before. This is number 8, I believe. Should be 8. Hopefully I'm right on that. Hopefully I'm not wrong. With that being said, if you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. If you like the video, click the like button. Without further ado, let's get straight into the questions. First question is from Hugo, and he said, do you actually get dust in the bins? If so, how do you manage it? So being that we've only been in Paul's garage for like, what, 2.5, almost 3 months now, we haven't got it, or at least haven't noticed a ton of dust in the bins. But with that being said, when we started, we vacuumed the entire garage. There was not a speck of dust in there. You know, all the corners, all the crevices went up in the rafters, and everything was totally vacuumed out. Also the rug in there, we occasionally will vacuum that. It's probably would be a good thing to continue to vacuum the corners and stuff, so as we get dust in there, it doesn't hopefully accumulate in the drawers. But you know, ask in 6 months and again. But at the moment, we don't have any dust in the bins. But you know, if you keep the area around clean, in theory, the dust then doesn't have somewhere to go. If you just you know, brush it off and hope it goes somewhere else, then eventually it's going to end up in your bins. Next question is from Steven. He says, does limiting your shipping area to your area, or in his case being the US, really hurt? Or can it still result in decent sales? He says he worries about the cost, process, materials, travel, etc. involved in international shipping. So at the moment, due to COVID and stuff, we're not doing international shipping. And part of that's just because, you know, the post office isn't shipping places. A few things. But so right now we're only shipping to the US. And at the moment, there's no problem with that. So our sales, at least from the beginning of the month, haven't really been down or anything since switching to US only. Really, I think we only probably get maybe 2 or 3 international sales per month anyway. And usually one is to Canada and one is somewhere in Asia. I don't think we've actually shipped to Europe or anywhere over there since we started. But, you know, with international, I guess the thing with international sales is you just have to know that it costs a significant amount more in shipping to ship from the US at least. And that really is the buyer pays for that. Obviously, it's not you, but you know, the packing materials, the only different process is you have to fill out a customs form when you're actually printing out your shipping label. Other than that, there really isn't anything, you know, no other cost for you to ship international, just more setup and stuff involved in hopefully knowing the prices before you invoice or your buyer checks out. Sidebar, he said, you work in film. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking? Film school has always been my pipe dream. I specifically work in grip and electric. And camera. So I do camera work as well. And then I own a production company with a buddy of mine, but we do live event production. So it's more broadcast type stuff. But yeah. Next question is from Night40. What is your solution for parts that are hard to sell or rarely move? You know, brick separators, Technic parts, etc. So brick separators, we actually, for whatever reason, someone bought all of ours. So we don't have any of those. But with Technic parts, specifically Technic pins, the little black... the Technic pins, those don't sell from our experience. So what I did the other day is I put them like 40% off or something like that, and a lot of them sold. We had like 700 something. They were filling up one of the small drawers, and Paul told me, he's like, hey, this is too full. And I was like, okay. So I was like, we'll just put it on sale, and the drawer's like mostly not full anymore, so we're pretty much good on that. So the answer, I think, is to just, you know, put them on sale. There's no reason, you know, Technic pins, when they sell for, you know, they average just 12 cents, and now you're selling them for 8 cents. You know, you're losing 4 cents per pin, but people aren't buying pins unless they're a lot lower price. So it doesn't really hurt to put them on sale. And that's the best way to get parts to move. But that's the only piece we've ever put on sale, unless we're just having a store-wide sale. No other piece have we put on sale to try to get rid of them yet. Obviously, instructions we try to sell for 1 cent. You know, no one really buys instructions. So that might be something we start recycling or selling on a bulk lot on eBay or something. But just put pieces on sale. That's totally the answer. And then he also said, when you get a haul of sets that need to be parted out, how long does it take before you get around to parting them out? Totally depends on the set. So the Friends set, what is it called? Central Perk, that we have 16 of those sitting on the shelf still because we don't have the right amount of drawers. So we don't actually have space in the wall to part all those pieces out. We had a ton of those though, and we've had those 16 for probably well over a month now. There's a bug flying in front of the camera. Had like for over a month now. And then what we did was I went and purchased some other sets, and they were a lot smaller. They were like Minecraft sets and some smaller Friends, the Lego Friends sets. And those already got parted out. So those, honestly, the Minecraft ones were on the shelf for like 20 minutes and then they were all parted out. And the Friends within a day. So it totally depends on the set. But the goal is to usually, you know, and Tricker Brick says this all the time, if it's sitting on the shelf, it's not in your store and you're not making money off of it. So, you know, we try to part it out quickly, but at the same time, if our shelf is empty and now we have empty drawers, then we obviously need more stock. But those Friend sets have been sitting way too long. So we actually have a lot more drawers now that we're getting ready to part out, or to put stickers on and stuff. So we'll be parting those out soon. Another question, do you know if there's any way to buy more than 2 sets on Amazon, or do you just use multiple accounts to order 10 of the same set? So for us, at least for where I live, you can order 3 sets on Amazon. And then of course there's 3 of us working in the store, so we can actually get 9 sets. So when the, what's that one called? The Star Wars, the Mandalorian battle pack, or no. Yeah, I think it's the battle pack. So we got 9 of those when it was on sale for like $11.99 or something like that. But as far as I know, you can't do more than 3 per account. So I guess multiple accounts would be your option there. And then the last question is from Scott, and he says, what are your thoughts on parting out set 11011? And for those of you who don't know, set 11011 is a 1,500 piece set. Now what we did is in mid-January, we parted out set 10717. And that set is pretty much the same thing. It was like the 2018 version of 11011. I think 11011 is it's either 2019 or 2020 version. They both had 1,500 pieces. We parted out 16 or 18, I don't remember which number, of the 10717 set. So, you know, we added almost 25,000 pieces to the store. So while there's no problem with parting out 11011, you're adding 1,500 pieces, which is fantastic. The thing with us, and the reason we didn't actually go buy any of those when we did, is that it's obviously a ton of pieces in like 300 something lots. So now we need 300 additional things or spaces to put pieces. And those pieces sell. Don't get me wrong. They sell and they turn around pretty quickly and you'll make your money back really, really quickly. Probably one of the better sets actually to do that with. But it takes up so much room that if you want to have, you know, more variety in terms of pieces like we were thinking of, and we didn't really have the space on the wall, and we just parted out like 16 or 18 of pretty much an identical set from a year and a half or 2 years before. For us, there was no reason to purchase them, but if you got them when they were on sale on Walmart, or if you get them now, you know, they part out for a good price, and it takes a long time to part out, really long time to open the bags and find each piece, and there's a ton of pieces, and they're sorted by color, so it makes it even harder. But it is worth it when you put it in your store, and it does add a significant portion of pieces. So overall, it's a good buy. I would buy a few of them, obviously, not just one. I'd buy at least like maybe 4 or so, try to get 4. But it's a good buy, but we didn't go with that because of the reasons I just said. Those are all the questions I have for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer them next week. And we've got some cool videos coming out this week, I think. So yeah, if you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button. If you are, awesome. We'll see you in the next video.